Welcome. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, wherever you are. My name is Crypto Coach Celine. Welcome to Sunday's BeeFree, which is Be Economically Empowered with Financial Residuals and Eternal Earnings. So BeeFree on a Sunday with Crypto Coach Celine, London Crypto Network. We're here every Sunday at 6 o'clock to give you the latest information and news on the crypto space. And so let's get started. Cryptocurrency is the money of the future. And so we're going to get to basics. We're going to change things up this week. So we're going to get back to basics right now with myself, Crypto Coach Celine. So cryptocurrency is the money of the future. We are here. We are in, yes, and Bitcoin and blockchain is the biggest disruption in our history. So we're going to find out a little bit of the basics here. What is blockchain? It facilitates secure transactions. It's decentralized and what you would call a distributed ledger. It's used to record many transactions across thousands of computers all over the world, which is why the records cannot be altered. So it eliminates that fraudulent aspect of the current financial system, where you have a small amount of people controlling the monetary flow. With blockchain and cryptocurrency, the records cannot be altered. If you are new to the cryptocurrency space, let me see your hands in the chat. Just say, type in the chat new. If you're an existing person that you've got a bit of crypto experience and you're wondering what more is there to learn, tap in the chat 2. So the newbies, chat 1. The existing people, chat 2, and the experts in the house, let's see your hands, type 3 in the chat. And so cryptocurrency will do to Bitcoin, to banks, sorry, what the email service did to the postal service. I'm sure you can't remember the last time you sent a letter in the post. Fantastic. We've got some people that are exposed to crypto here today and want to learn more. And that's what we want. We want more information. And that's what you're going to get here. And so if you think of the evolution of exchangeable value, gold, we started bartering with gold and precious metals. Then we went on to print paper currency, wires, credit cards, online banking, transfers, and now we have cryptocurrency, which is the next stage of the evolution of exchangeable value. And so if you think of gold mining, gold is a physical asset. It's limited by supply and it has to be mined. And as it gets harder to mine, the value goes up. And so gold can be bought, sold, and traded for crypto or fiat currency. And it can be kept in its current form. Well, Bitcoin is similar. Bitcoin is similar, except that it's a digital asset, not a physical asset. It's limited by supply and it has to be mined. And as it gets harder to mine, the value goes up. And that's what we're seeing in the Bitcoin field. We have an event every 4 years known as a halving event, sorry. And that halving event reduces the circulating supply, the amount of mineable Bitcoin, and so the price goes up. And Bitcoin can be bought, sold, and traded for fiat currency. Now, our fiat currency is our pounds, our dollars, our yen, our euro. That's our fiat currency in this field. So you're going to hear these terminologies a lot. Now, who pays Bitcoin? Well, almost everyone, because if you've got a Bitcoin wallet that gives you a Visa or MasterCard, debit card, a prepaid card, you can spend your crypto anywhere. And if you search in Google for Bitcoin ATM near me, and you will definitely find a Bitcoin ATM where you can plug in your credentials and withdraw cash from an ATM that's linked directly to the blockchain. And so you can withdraw from your wallet. And so what is an altcoin? There are many altcoins in the market. First of all came Bitcoin, and then came all the others. So when Bitcoin was invented in 2008, it was a landmark, 2009, sorry, the blockchain was invented in 2008. And then, soon after, all the other coins came along. And so a great resource is coinmarketcap.com. As you can see, it lists 9,440 different cryptocurrencies across 368 recognized exchanges. You've got a market cap of $1.8 trillion and a trading volume of $112 billion. Okay, Bitcoin dominance is staying at the 50%, the 50% mark for Bitcoin. This has gone down considerably over the past couple of weeks, and that shows us that the flow of money is moving from Bitcoin into the altcoins, into the alternative coins. So you're going to get to hear all of these different types of terminologies. And why is it important? It's because the central banks are considering their own digital currency, and this is what it could look like. They want it to look like Bitcoin. It's not going to look like Bitcoin. It's certainly not going to be decentralized, and it certainly will not be appreciating in value like Bitcoin. But we're going to wait in anticipation to see what the banks come out with. There's a lot of activity going on there, which is good news for everyone in the crypto space. Okay, and plus people are talking about Bitcoin replacing the dollar. It may not happen, as we've seen. The central banks are looking at creating their own central bank digital currency. But it is important for people out there to know that Bitcoin and cryptocurrency is here to stay. Okay, so I like to do, that was a bit of the basics, get the little bit of the basics for anyone that's new on the call out of the way. And so let's take a look at what's going on in the world of cryptocurrency, the weekly review. I do this every week. On the BeeFree with Crypto Celine on a Sunday every week at 6 o'clock. So 1 second, I'm just letting some more people into the room. And so let's take a look at the mass adoption news. And so half of all US voters will own Bitcoin by year end, as Bitcoin spreads like wildfire. And that's coming from Michael Saylor, who says there's 2 to 3 million people a week are buying Bitcoin around the world. And Coinbase added 1 million a week in the first quarter just on their platform alone. So the popular investment asset is the most popular investment asset in the world, in the history of the world. And it's going to be growing even more, because there's a lot more people out there that are not exposed to Bitcoin. And so JP Morgan is letting their clients invest in Bitcoin for the first time. And so you can see that there's a mass adoption frenzy going on right now. And they are going to invest in a fund, a Bitcoin fund that will be rolled out this summer. Now, they're preparing to offer an actively managed. Now they're wondering, the world of finance is just wondering, how do we define that? Actively managed, what is it? Is it any different to any of the other funds? What's an actively managed fund? But anyway, it's going to be actively managed, and it's going to be offered to their clients. And if its CEO's well-documented distaste for Bitcoin is any indication, it's the unlikeliest US mega bank to embrace crypto asset as an asset class. So JP Morgan have historically been anti-crypto. So this is huge. They're going to adopt a Bitcoin fund. WeWork, they are going to accept cryptocurrency, and they're going to pay crypto to their landlords and pay their staff in cryptocurrency if they choose to do that. Okay, so they're going to accept Bitcoin, Ethereum, USD coin, and Paxos, and several other cryptocurrencies as payments for its offerings. You know, Coinbase, again, which went public, will be the first client to pay for its WeWork membership. Okay, so this is going to spread like wildfire across all industries. Now, Elon Musk sold Tesla's Bitcoin in Q1 for a proceeds of $272 million. He purchased $1.5 billion in Bitcoin in February. He sold some of those to liquidate the proceeds. And, you know, Tesla mentioned the sale, and they said year over year, positive impact from volume growth, regulatory credit revenue growth, gross margin improvement driven by further product cost reductions and sale of Bitcoin, in brackets, $101 million positive impact net of related impairments in restructuring and other line were mainly offset by a lower ASP. So basically, they made a ton of money investing in Bitcoin, and they've released some of their holding. They are still holding a lot of Bitcoin, as we saw that they purchased $1.5 billion worth of Bitcoin in February. And so Coinbase is also accepting PayPal purchases in US. So it's going to cost a lot, you know, let's not get too carried away, because PayPal will charge a 4% fee on top of Coinbase, which is one of the most expensive exchanges out there. You know, on top of Coinbase fees, you will have to pay an additional 4% when you transact in the crypto space with PayPal on the Coinbase platform. So be aware of that. You know, there are advantages from a convenience standpoint, but there are downsides, you know, and that's that fee, eye-watering fee, and that will water down the amount of crypto that users are getting for their dollars. So the daily limit is $25,000 as well. So that won't be a concern for most people, but you know, Coinbase, given Coinbase has $100,000, you know, weekly limit, I think that would not be surpassed with this daily limit under the PayPal agreement. And so, what more news do we have? Regulatory. Let's take a look at the regulatory news. We've got new President Biden proposing the highest increase on capital gains tax for long term in the US, which would cause a number of things. You know, before the law comes into place, it may you may see a lot of selling off. That could happen. It could kick in at the same time as the tax implications for Biden's new tax hike will be implemented. And so that tax hike would negatively impact crypto whales who are sitting on large amounts of unrealized gains. So imagine if we're in December, for example, and you know, we've got lots of people that are holding on to cryptocurrency and Bitcoin is $200,000, and the tax hike is coming in the next following week. There will be a major sell-off. So do bear that in mind. We are actually looking at December for the top. Now, how are cryptocurrency capital gains taxed currently? It's a very complicated matter. I won't bore you with the details. So, you know, if you do need tax advice, make sure you speak to an accountant who knows what they're talking about when it comes to operating in the crypto space. And so MasterCard are going to explore applications that can build on top of central bank digital currencies. So they're going to assist these banks in developing their digital currency. And the company is investing in smart contract technology to pair with these CBDCs. Aim is to help governments evaluate the utility of CBDCs outside of just payments. Okay, so this is a developing space. We're going to keep an eye out. You know, several central banks, including the ECB and the Bank of England, have a two-tier approach in which central banks mint CBDCs, just like they mint the dollar and pound right now, while the private sector distributes it. Okay, and so this space is just moving at a rapid pace, you know, every single day. So let's see what else is out there. You know, Asian video game publisher Nexon buys $100 million worth of Bitcoin. And this story broke just the other day. You know, so these guys, they are not scared of buying in at these high levels. Okay, and the purchase represents less than 2% of Nexon's total cash and cash equivalents on hand. So they've got the money to spend. And they're video game publisher. Okay, so it's big business in Asia Pacific region. And according to the press release on Wednesday, Nexon purchased 1,717 Bitcoin at an average of $58,000, including fees. I mean, for goodness sake, we have people out here that are complaining, or you know, or just confused even about what is happening. You know, why should I buy now? You know, it's going to go down. Look, these guys are spending billions of dollars on Bitcoin right now. They are not looking at it. It's not a sprint, it's a marathon. When you get into the crypto space, you will learn that it's not something that you undertake today and you're rich tomorrow. No. So the company is going to move with other publicly listed companies like MicroStrategy and Tesla. Okay, and they are buying Bitcoin as a way for their investors to hedge against inflation. Inflation is going to be the top story, guys, because we're coming out of the lockdown and inflated, but superficially by printing more money. And you know, the bubble is about to burst. It's at breaking point. And so the crypto exchange Binance has expanded its stock token offering with the addition of Microsoft, Apple, and MicroStrategy. And so they first started it with Tesla earlier this month, and that sort of drew the attention of the SEC. You know, the wonderful SEC who claim to protect people, but managed to destroy people's lives by suing companies like Ripple. And you know, wiping out half of their, you know, majority of the holders' worth. And so the global crypto exchange is expanding its stock token offering. And so each of the Binance stock tokens is fully backed by a depository portfolio of underlying securities that are held by their partner. So that's the other stuff. So let's take a look at DeFi. DeFi, for those of you that don't know, is decentralized finance. It's huge. It's a huge space right now in the cryptocurrency space. And the tax hike that President Biden is proposing may be massively bullish for DeFi and crypto, according to Messari's CEO, Ryan Selkis. And he said, if you think about this capital gains issue, one of the unintended consequences might be that more capitals locked in this crypto ecosystem, long-term and medium-term, ultimately that's going to be to the benefit of this entire new asset class. Okay, so you know, the people that are holding on to their assets for longer, they pay less tax. You know, if you buy and you sell within the taxable year, the short tax liability that they have there in the US, you will end up paying more tax. And so they're thinking about ways to mitigate that already. And so DeFi, decentralized finance, is now a $100 billion sector, and by at least two measures, decentralized finance users probably top $1 million. 1 million people, sorry, 1 million people. And that depends on what DeFi platform you are getting your statistics from. There are quite a few. If we're talking about Coinbase, after their $100 billion valuation, they're talking about market capitalization on the DeFi front of $128 billion. And, this is coming from CoinGecko and Coinbase. So, these are two leading exchanges, but they're not the only ones. They're like 300 odd, recognized exchanges out there, and, enough of them. And, this is a trend. If they don't offer DeFi, they are adapting their blockchain to make sure it does have DeFi capabilities. And we can see the gains that are being made at the moment, with these coins, tokens that are listed on the as DeFi tokens, like Unichain, Link, Chainlink. You've got Luna, you've got Aave, you've got Cake. So there are many up and coming alternative coins that are being developed. So let's take a look at the non-fungible tokens, another massive sector that's coming out. And we have M&M partnering with Gemini, Nifty Gateway, to launch his first NFT. Now, if any of you guys watched the interview with the Binance founder the other day, you would know that NFTs are hot cookies in the crypto space. Every artist in the worth remembering is going to bring out their own NFT. And so this is a growing sector. So he has launched his set of NFTs. They'll drop during ShadyCon, which is an online festival devoted to his NFTs. So just go on to the Nifty Gateway to find out more about that. And so, yes, we had reached 2 trillion, well over 2 trillion market capitalization for the entire market. It's dipped back down now to about $1.8 trillion market capitalization. Now let's take a look at the cryptos, our crypto review with Dogecoin, the meme coin, or meme coin, or meme coin, or meme coin, whichever way you want to say it. It's a Doge coin, and so the Dogecoin is doing the best. I mean, if you see the gains this year, you would have wished you got in early. And so, top US banker was asked about Dogecoin, and that's the Fed chairman, Powell, and he responded by saying that some of the asset prices are high. You're seeing things in the capital markets that are a bit frothy. That's the fact. Now, this is the reason why they're citing this particular quote is because this is exactly the type of thing that is said about the stock market during a bull rally, a bull run, and then it does go on to make more gains on the Dow Jones and the stock exchange. And so the Fed has embarked on substantially high levels of quantitative easing in response to the coronavirus pandemic, pumping additional dollars into the economy. And so for some cryptocurrencies, especially Bitcoin, which is a fixed supply, as we all know, this has been interpreted as a positive thing because these digital assets help serve as a hedge against inflation. There's that word again, inflation. And so this is a very interesting time for us to be in this crypto space. Now, another trending coin is Cardano, ADA. Now, there's an explosion of projects coming to Cardano, several crypto assets are poised for major gains, okay? And so it's the smart contracts that are coming to the mainnet, and that's due to kick off in August, assuming there's no delays with the roadmap. So we are about to see this explosion of new projects coming to Cardano, and its native coin ADA is going to double, at least double by what all predictions. And so here we have our favorite coin, ODUWA coin. Yes, the ODUWA coin. This has merged with a number of partners, and here we have a press release with the Hollywood Heavy journal, and they interviewed the founder. Basically, for those of you who don't know, ODUWA coin is the first Pan-African pure proof-of-stake cryptocurrency. It's a new platform designed for the population of Africa, people of African descent, with the purpose to teach Africans financial literacy and demonstrate how to achieve economic independence using blockchain technology. The founder, the visionary co-creator, even Bright Enabalale, is a selfless serial entrepreneur who is eager to get ODUWA coin in the hands of the people who would truly benefit from it. You can mine ODUWA coin without consuming too much energy, guys. It's Bitcoin 2.0, excellent coin. We still see it is a way off from its all-time high, which we can see back here, peaked at $79. And so we are waiting to see the action on the long term. We are looking, and sorry, this is in Bitcoin, the price is in Bitcoin, pegged against the BTC. We expect the end of the bull run to end on a high of 0.003 Bitcoin. And so let's take a look at Ethereum. There are different cryptocurrencies. These are what's happening on the Ethereum front. DeFi, decentralized finance, pushes Ethereum loans at Genesis to new highs as BTC rate drops. And that's what we were talking about, the market share, where we saw Bitcoin drop to 50% of the market share, all the way down from 69% at its peak. And so Ethereum has cannibalized Bitcoin in a Genesis loan book as more hedge funds borrow ETH to deploy into the decentralized finance protocol. Okay, so the DeFi space is the game changer. And as well, Ethereum locked in DeFi overall has increased from 15 billion to 60 billion, a 300% increase. So guys, be sure to know that Ethereum, I think, has a long way to go in this bull run. And when we look at ODUWA coin, I think I've duplicated this slide. Sorry, let me just skip. Okay, so here we see Ethereum. We are still waiting for Ethereum to hit its peak at $5,000. We think the next resistance level is going to be at $3,000 at the 2.618 Fibonacci retracement level. And then we will see an advance to $4,800 before reaching the heady heights of $5,700. Some people are saying $6,000 is a possibility. So let's take a look at the Bitcoin news. Bitcoin's flashing bullish signal, not seen since BTC hit hyperspace in 2017, guys. So we know what to do. If you were there in 2017, get ready, position yourself. What's your exit plan? Yes, what's your exit plan? You have to have a good exit plan to make sure that you capitalize on the rise and you don't get left holding your bags as the market at the same identical signals in the explosion, in the boom of the cycle of 2017. Okay, and so he says that the Bitcoin's relative strength, the RSI, is hovering at similar levels to what it displayed in the early stages of its massive 2017 bull run. Okay, so Bitcoin chart has moved on from here. Let me just go to the long term. And what we're looking at is Bitcoin peaking atop at $75,000. We've seen it bounce off the bottom there of 47, 48,000, and it's now on its way back up to pass through this resistance level. And so we will see Bitcoin heading towards 64,000 before making it to the peak at 75. And so let's get back to basics. Let's reel it back just a little bit, you know, and let's just take a look at what an e-wallet is. So it's really important for people to understand the difference between a custodial wallet and a non-custodial wallet. Custodial wallets are centralized, and that means the wallet provider holds the keys to your wallet. They can lock you out from your wallet at any time. These are exchange wallets. You've got non-custodial wallets that are decentralized, and that means you hold the keys to your wallet. No one has the ability to lock you out. No one can help you if you lose your keys, okay? Because you are your own banker in this space. And so you're gonna get to download lots of different e-wallet apps. Each exchange, they have an e-wallet app that comes with it. And so you will get used to, you know, logging into your app. So when you register for the first time with your e-wallet, you use the link, you register using the link, and then you download the app and log in and continue the verification, which you will need to do for your centralized wallets. And so there are loads of different exchanges. Coinbase is the largest. CryptoPay is one of my favorites, European-based, where you can actually send money to your CryptoPay, no charge, and then exchange it for a very good rate into cryptocurrency. Coin payments is also very good. Lists a lot of the crypto coins, as well as Binance, one of the leading exchanges where you can do many things on the Binance platform, including decentralized finance. And an NFT platform is coming very soon to Binance, guys. So watch out for that. And then with all of these exchanges, you need to verify your identity. So, you know, register with the link and then download the app. They will ask you for your passport or your driver's license. The driver's license is easier. You will just take a selfie from your mobile, and then you just, you know, once your account is verified, you update your settings to your preference and link your debit or card or your bank account. And that's how you will be able to move funds from crypto. You sell it into your local currency and then move those funds into your bank account if that's the way you want to do it. You know, book your one-to-one e-wallet masterclass. I'm going to drop the link in the chat if you want to have help on any of these things. We can help you. You just visit londoncryptonetwork.com. One of the links that you're going to receive after this webinar is Coinbase. Coinbase, I like it for its free crypto offerings. It's always giving you away crypto. So it's a good one for people to get started with. You can earn rewards. All it requires is for you to just watch a video, an educational video about the cryptocurrency, and answer a few questions, and then you get to earn a few dollars for answering those questions. And it's really easy. You can go back and repay until you get the right answer. And so it's a good way for people to get started safely with cryptocurrency. You also have mining app called Pi. Pi was created by Stanford PhDs, and you can mine Pi for free on your mobile phone. It's not worth anything right now because it's in phase 2, but when it enters into phase 3, that's when the Pi will be listed on the exchanges. And there's over 50 million users of Pi, so for sure it's going to be worth something in the future. So get mining with your Pi. This is a SUB-CUSTODIAL wallet. It's called REVOLUT. And what that means is that it's not centralized, it's not decentralized, it's kind of in between. And so what they've done is they've given a third party the keys to their wallets. And so Revolut will not be able to back up your wallet for you. You would have to have your keys, but in a case of, I'm not even sure what the model would be, but if there was a breakdown in Revolut operations, they will be able to rely on their third-party provider to, provide the backup. And so you can also buy stocks and shares, but you don't have external wallets in there. It's its own ecosystem. You can even get your salary paid in there. It's a proper bank account. You can get your salary paid into there and then just distribute and manage your bills and all sorts of things. It's a wonderful ecosystem. And so this is a non-custodial wallet, an example of one Exodus. Exodus is very good in terms of staking some of your coins and earning interest. You can do that, and there's a good, easy way of exchanging your Bitcoin for other crypto. Be careful though, the fees can be quite high, but it's non-custodial, so anonymous. Another non-custodial wallet is your Trust wallet, produced by Binance, Ecos wallet for your Ethereum collectibles, your NFTs, your smart contracts. This is what you would use your Trust wallet for. And so there's also TRON. TRON is a very interesting cryptocurrency that we watch. And, you have your TRON link wallet that's, you've got the app and you've got the browser add-on extension. And you can vote for TRON protocol, stake, swap. There's a DeFi, the works. There's so much in the ecosystem for TRON. For the TRON wallet, you have, it's now called KLEVER. So TRON has a number of wallets: TRON Link, TRON Link Pro, TRON Wallet, which has now been discontinued and is now called KLEVER. So the KLEVER token has also been launched recently on a number of exchanges, and it's been burning its tokens, which we know leads to appreciation of value. So check out the TRON. We also have the ODUWA QT wallet. The mining wallet is non-custodial, totally decentralized. You have a semi-decentralized wallet in ODUWA Pay, which is the mobile app that you can download. And that gives us fast, secure, reliable, and efficient money transfer system for Africans and Africans all over the world, everyone of African descent. Okay, and so that is your ODUWA Pay. We also have devices like Trezor, which is non-custodial, again, decentralized wallet, which is what you want: cold storage, cold storage. You've got cold storage, deep freeze storage, you've got all sorts of different storage options. Ledger Nano is also an option. You will get your links by email, so you'll get that. So do look out for your links for these items. And so, what does it all mean? it could be a bit confusing, you know, this whole thing is a bit complicated. I don't know. There's so many scams. You don't want to get burned. It's high risk. Yes, 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 and yes. But that's why we're here, because there's nothing better, no better teacher than the teacher of time. And, you know, we've been here before. We have now experienced the crypto field. A lot of us were getting in for the first time, excuse me, we're getting in for the first time in 2018, 2017, you know, and they got banned. A lot of people got banned, okay? And so we have learned from the mistakes of 2017, and you are in the right place to capitalize on this wonderful financial revolution. So if you need more help, London Crypto Network can help you. Just go to londoncryptonetwork.com and you will be able to register for your one-to-one e-wallet masterclass. And on that note, let me just give you a quick summary of what type of help you can expect. So you can get the free e-wallet coaching session, the one-to-one coaching sessions, and you'll be able to grow your crypto portfolio. So all you need to do is to choose how you want to get started. Now, are you ready to get started? I hope you're less confused about cryptocurrency. Just type in the chat, I'm ready. I want to get started now. Okay. If you've gotten started, you can even book your one-to-one session that will give you some more ways that you can utilize the space. So what we have with Bitcoin, we have Bitcoin millionaires giving us regular profits every week, every Saturday. If you're in the market, we have bull markets and bear markets. So if you imagine the markets are going down, that's a bear market, things slow down. So, you know, people lose money and people don't make money as fast, rather, in a bear market. In a bull market, the markets are going up, people are making money fast, you know, and everyone is raging like a bull. And so what are you? Are you a bull? Are you a raging bull? Or are you a hibernating bear? Because whether you're a bull or a bear, you will get paid every Saturday with this Bitcoin generator. So all you need to do is book your one-to-one and you will get your Bitcoin generator. You get started with that. Now, Ethereum is also, as we've seen, a fantastic blockchain technology platform ecosystem where you have a number of smart contracts, DeFi, NFT solutions. You've got TRON, who is up and coming, and it's its own blockchain as well. We have smart contracts for that. We have staking, proof of stake, mining on ODUWA coin. We will show you how. All you need to do is book your one-to-one. And so let's get started with Bitcoin. We will get started with Bitcoin. Now, Bitcoin is $50,000 or roughly around $50,000. So I'm sure a lot of us don't have that kind of money. So we will get you started for just £250. You can get started for £250. It will not cost you $50,000. We will teach you how to buy and send Bitcoin, manage your Bitcoin wallet, and the most important thing, help other people get started with crypto. Remember, Bitcoin will never be what Bitcoin is today if nobody helped other people get started with Bitcoin. And so that's what we want to do. We want to help our people join the financial revolution and you know, capitalize on this once in 100-year event. And so let's make money using Bitcoin. Just get started for £250. I'll drop the link in the chat. Normally, the free e-wallet coaching is worth £250. That you will get that for free when you get started with the Bitcoin generator. You can have your one-to-one free sessions worth £2,450. And I tell you, there are people out there charging $10,000 for crypto one-to-one coaching sessions. So you will be able to grow your crypto portfolio for just £250. You get started with Bitcoin, and then we will teach you all the other tricks of the trade that you need to know to succeed in the crypto space with ODUWA coin, ETHEREUM, and TRON. Now, moving on, you can follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. If you just look up londoncryptonetwork.com or London Crypto Network on Facebook and YouTube, and on Instagram handle is at LCN_BeeFree. Now, BeeFree is an acronym I created back in 2017 when I first got into this crypto space. And so BeeFree is an acronym for Be Economically Empowered with Financial Residuals and Eternal Earnings. So BeeFree with Crypto Celine. And so on that note, thank you very much, everyone, for being part of this wonderful presentation. And I would like to see if anybody out there has any questions that they want answering. Please feel free to unmute your mic. Let's see, who do we have? Does anyone have any questions about anything you've seen? Don't be shy. If you have a question, please put the question in the chat. If you're shy, you can type it in the chat. Otherwise, do feel free to unmute.
I have a question.
Thank you. Barrister Joe, welcome.
Thank you. My question goes like this. So much talk about the cold wallet and non-custodial wallets and all that. Mm-hmm. If one has his assets in cold wallet or other non-custodial wallets like Ledger and all that, can one still trade with it? Like, you know, you plug it off. If you have a Ledger, you plug it off. Can you set a transaction like buy long and stop loss and all that without?
No. If you imagine the cold wallet is like your safety deposit box, yes. You know. So if you wanted to trade the funds in your cold storage wallet, you would need to move your assets from your cold storage wallet to your exchange or your trading platform, and then trade those assets from there.
Yeah, I understand that, but there's so much talk about it. It's like, I know you always have to move your assets into a cold wallet so it won't be hacked and all that. And in the real sense, if you always keep it out, how will you trade? So, and when it's on, can this still hack someone's assets when one is online trading and all that? Because the essence of the wallet and all that is just for you to keep safe your assets.
Yes, I understand exactly what you mean. Now, you just look at it like this. You have a certain amount that you will lock away for 5, 10, 15 years. Okay, your pension fund, for example. So you're not interested in spending it. You're not interested in how much it's worth. All you know is that you're going to lock it away for a long period of time.
Okay.
And this is where you put your crypto assets. If you're not going to trade them, you're just holding on for 5, 10 years, 15 years, you'll hold on to those assets. You lock it away in your cold wallet.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Because
Do you see?
yeah, I understand you now. Because there's
Okay.
this fear about always have to keep it safe, as if one can, you can just keep it like that. When the sense is just to trade it and make profit,
Yes.
Yeah, thank you.
Excellent. No, that's a great question. Thank you for that, Barrister Joe. Do we have any other questions?
Yeah, hi sis, it's John. I've got a question.
Hello, John. Hi, welcome.
Hi. Just want to ask you about your bear market strategy. Now,
Yeah.
looking at the market, we're obviously in a bull market, which some say could last up until maybe December, some say slightly earlier. Now, there's a number of strategies that I hear people using. One, you can hodl. So if you've got coins which you think is going to do well in 2 or 3 years' time, you can lock those away. But would you say it's better to hodl, better to sell, or turn your coins into a stable coin? What strategy would you recommend for the bear market?
Okay, thank you for that, John. That is a very good question. Now, it's entirely up to you what you want to do with your coins and what strategy you want to follow. I can only tell you what I would do, so it's not, by no means, this is not financial advice. Okay.
Yeah.
So for me, I've put aside, I portion my crypto assets into segments. So whenever I receive any funds, 20% of that goes into deep storage. I don't care what it is, what it's doing. Another 20% of that I put into my trading account, to trade, which I do trade the crypto, and using a very good trading system, by the way, which is another benefit that people get exposed to when they book the one-to-ones, so I portion it basically, and compound. I just compound my winnings from my trading. I keep that in the trading account until I get to a certain point, and then I pull out 20%, lock it away, and just repeat the same process. So it all depends on how much money you're dealing with. Some people, if you're entering into the market with a couple of £100, then you want to trade that amount, because it's not that much, and it may take, you may get in at the wrong time when it's a dip, and it might take a few weeks to get out of the dip, and all you're seeing is the depreciation in the value of what you put in. So there's a lot of psychology that goes into this as well.
Yeah. I suppose I'm more talking about the major bull run. I mean, I think going back to 2017, if I'm not mistaken, bull runs can last for months, if not 6 months plus. I mean, maybe you can sort of enlighten me on that. So I'm talking about the major bull runs, not those flat crashes that last for maybe a week, or crashes that last for say maybe even 3 or 4 weeks. But I'm talking about a major crash.
Yeah, I would say, we just need to keep an eye on the market to see where it's going, so that we're forewarned. Usually when the first signs of a turn in the market, there's usually another opportunity to get out, because the price will reverse, and after crashing it reverses and starts heading back up, and then it won't quite get there, and it will then resume its downturn. And so we just have to keep a very close eye on the market. We just have to understand the dynamics of what's going on. Again, if the strategy is long term, the price will not matter much. Even if Bitcoin crashes down to $20,000 from where it is now, it's not going to matter much to people that are holding for, you know, 10 years. Because in 10 years' time, it will be worth more than it is, you know, today. And so if you're, you know, like I said, if you're just using small amounts, then you would want to have a trading strategy in place, you know, so that you're trading those coins to maximize that initial amount. If you're not, if you're hodling for long, you know, then you will just want to keep that in your storage, your cold storage wallet. You won't trade it, it'll just stay there, you know, until you move it out. And you know, anything in between is you know, up for people's opinion, because you know, there's so many different things that you can do now in the crypto space. You can get into DeFi, you can become a liquidity provider, you know, you can stake and vote, you know, and use voters protocol on certain blockchains and be rewarded for that.
Actually, sis, sorry to cut in. That was going to be my next question.
Okay.
Can you actually stake stable coins?
There are a couple of wallets that allow you to stake a stable coin. I've forgotten the name. I saw it and I was like, oh, okay. Stable coins are good for when the markets are going down.
That's what I mean for the bear market. So it might be worth changing.
Yeah, it's like when you're trading crypto, you will sell your coins for USDT or USDC. With the trading system I use, I sell my coins for USDT. But even in a bear market, there are reversal patterns, and you know, the market doesn't just go straight down in one direction. And so when you're using a trading system, it will sell your coins when the market goes down, and then buy using the USDT, buy more coins, you know, as the market reverses and goes back up. Even in a bear market, you will get those upward movements in a bear market. Yeah, so you know, it does bring you into the world of trading, which is why the Bitcoin generator is fantastic in terms of teaching us how to trade as well. And as well as that, we have the trading system that helps us with the crypto trading, and we get to trade automatically. It trades for us. We have a trading app that trades for us on the crypto market, where we are winning at a fantastic rate, you know. So this is what this BeeFree acronym is all about, helping other people achieve economic empowerment with financial residuals and eternal earnings. And so that's for me, it works, you know. It's very clear with, you know, you can separate, you portion up, you divide your, how much you want to invest, you decide how much you're going to put into cold storage, you decide how much you're going to trade with, you know, and so on and so forth. If you're starting with small amount, definitely get into the trading, because the trading will help you accumulate, you know, more cryptocurrency in the long term, even in a bear market. And so that's why I do these webinars to help everyone, you know, get started with the crypto, learn about the best strategies out there. And you know, let's do that before the big crash, that everyone is, you know, prepared, you know, for that moment, which it will come. It will come. It's a cycle the market passes through.
Right, but so just to end on that then, so thanks for those strategies. It's kind of what I was thinking on anyway. But I suppose another strategy is that if you allocate, just say you allocate 25% of your coins to stay in your wallet, and then when the bear market does finally kick in, you can actually sell those coins. And when it more or less reaches the bottom of the bear market, buy back, so then you're gaining at the same time?
Yeah, there are a number of things you can do it. If that works for you, that's great, you know. A number of ways that you can do it. There's no one correct way.
Sure.
You know, you always choose the strategy that works for you. You know, some people are comfortable analyzing the charts and, you know, looking at the news every day, you know, and doing this on the daily. Some people don't have time to do that, but they want to get into the crypto space. And so that's what we have. We have a solution for people that helps people learn how to get into the crypto space. At the same time, you're learning as you're earning as you're learning. And so you can't get better than that. And so this is why we say, you know, it's great that we did go through that experience of the 2018 crash, you know, because we learnt a lot about the space in a very short space of time, you know, and we've now been able to identify those bona fide opportunities, you know, instead of falling for any scam, you know. And so so we are really moving into a very new era in this space. And so I would urge everyone, book yourself onto the one-to-one, so that you get the full MO for the crypto strategies that we have. I also host a webinar every Thursday for ODUWA coin, where you'll be able to get more insight into how to mine ODUWA coin, and also we have the Ubuntu Crypto 101 Millionaire Wealth Strategy. The first course is happening on the 4th of May, but we have that running on a monthly. So do check out the book your one-to-one e-wallet session. It's at londoncryptonetwork.com. The LCN crypto coach. I just dropped the link in the chat. And so as soon as you book it on, what you would expect is you will get a full spec of getting started in the crypto space. You'll get access to your Bitcoin generator and your trading system, your crypto trading system, and you'll get access to one-to-one coaching, free coaching, and free one-to-one e-wallet sessions. So I hope that did answer your question.
No, it definitely did. I mean, it was along the same lines as what I was thinking, but you just kind of confirmed it. So thank you for sharing that. Excellent.
Thank you for that, John. Thank you for your comment. Do book your one-to-one session. The sessions are available Monday to Friday. Just book the next available slot, and you will be able to get your journey started. And so we've gone over a little bit. Thank you so much, everyone, for coming. I hope you've learned a lot. We do these sessions every Sunday, 6 o'clock on the dot, and we will be there to help you, guide you through your crypto journey. And on that note, thank you so much. Do join us next Sunday, and stay blessed. Thank you very much. Be free with Crypto Celine. Thank you.